Hello everybody, I'm Bob0600 here today, gonna be playing some Modern Warfare Remastered, but I'm gonna tell you guys a story while I'm playing today. What do I want to play? We'll just play some game, because I love game. Okay, so, I turned 16. Okay, this story is about, how I wrecked, well, I didn't really wreck it, but what happened to my first car. I turned 16 June of 2016, so like 8 months ago or something like that. So then a couple weeks later I bought a car from a family friend. It was really old. It had like a ton of miles on it. A whole bunch of things were wrong with the truck that I bought, but it was like really cheap, so I was like, it's okay. First car. So I had it, I got it a couple weeks before, about a month before school started, which is in late August. So I got it about January, probably, I would say. And then, so I had it for like half the school year. And then I was coming. So like I'm okay at this point with all the broken things. I'm like figured it out. Everything mostly that's broken. But it was okay. It was mostly like stuff that I didn't necessarily need, like the air condition. I didn't really need, so I was okay with that and stuff. But then I was coming home one day so I'm just driving home. It's me and my brother in my truck, and we're coming back to our house. We're in the country. We're going like 60, 65, and then like everything just starts randomly shaking, like just randomly. So but that happens sometimes because the suspension was really bad in the truck, and it's just a truck, so it does that, you know. So I was just like, oh, okay, but then it got like way worse. Wait, no, wait. Then it got way worse really fast, and then my wheels locked up, and my brakes went out. I was like, oh my goodness. This was like, so I've never crashed a car, or even came really close, except for this time. But, oh my goodness. Okay. So I'm not really crashed a car yet, because I'm not even 17, so I've only had, this is my first car. And I guess you could say I almost wrecked it, but it wasn't really my fault, so like, oh my goodness, I missed like every single shot. Okay. But, so yeah, my wheels locked up, my brakes locked up. So I had basically almost no control of the car, but somehow I kept it on the road. So we're in the country, and it's like how do I explain this? Like a really kind of like sharp, or sharp, but like deep hole or ditch. And so if I would have hit it, I'm like flipping. It could have been real bad. So so eventually I just had to let the car slow down. So then eventually, whenever it stopped, I was like kind of freaking out, because like it almost went off the road. Oh, man. Okay. but it didn't. I kept it on the road and stuff. But there was people behind us, and they were like freaking out. They like stopped and they were like, "Oh my goodness, are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm okay. I don't know how I got it on the road, but I did." So and then like somehow my it had, I think it was my oil line under my car broke. So there was oil all over the, oh my goodness. There was oil all over the road. So after like several people stopped, so I had like 3 cars at one point stopped. There's someone, we had to call the sheriff's office. So, because of the oil, it can't just sit there and stuff. It's like not good on the road and stuff. So at one point we had a retired cop that had just stopped. We had, oh my goodness, these stupid shotguns. We had two sheriffs and like 2 other cars, and I was like, wow, this is nerve-wracking. It was like the nerve-wrackingest thing. I was like, I felt like I was gonna get arrested, but I really didn't. It was just because of the oil. And so one of the sheriffs was on one side and the other was on the other side, like telling traffic that there was a crash or like a truck on the road and stuff. So at this point I'm like freaking out. I'm like, wow, this is, dude, I really did. I thought I was gonna get arrested. I was like, wow, arrested and stuff. So, and my brother was freaking out like this whole time too. I mean, we both were really, because, I mean, if we would have flipped, it would have not been good at all. So, this game is over, so I'll be back in the next game. Okay guys, so I'm back, and where I left off was, man, now I forget. But, so, after the 2 sheriffs, people started to leave, you know. We just had a couple people left at this point, so it was all good. Tow truck came to, because it was like it had to be a big tow truck, or not like a big one, but like something that could lift my car up, because the back tires were locked up, so they couldn't like do it like a normal one. Darn it. But so it came and it took my truck up to the shop, and at this point I'm like kind of freaking out still, but I'm good at this point. So then I wanted to see, you know, I needed to see what was, if I could fix it or what, you know, because I need a car because I got my job and that kind of stuff. So my mechanic that I have, he's like, a couple days later, he's like, yeah, this is gonna not be a cheap cost. And I was like, yes, that's exciting. And it was like, so I paid $750 for the truck, and it was like $1,100 fix, because it needed a whole rear end, because something just gave out. I think it was a driver's shaft. So that was like not what I wanted to hear. So I decided that I was gonna sell my first car, or like, I didn't know if I was gonna sell it or scrap it, because some people might, you know, think it's fun. They wanna, you know, fix it up and stuff. as like a fix-it-up car, because it was an older Chevy, so you know, some people might want to do that. So you know, I'm just trying to sell it. I'm just trying to sell it or scrap it, whatever one comes first, basically. So I eventually sell it for like under half, and yeah, that's what happened to my first vehicle that I've ever owned. This was Bob0600 with the gun game Modern Warfare Remastered. So if you enjoyed, please like and subscribe.